this is Debbie with the Food Prepping channel, and today I'm going to, this is my recipe, this is not one of y'all's. I had bought some chicken livers and I've got to fix them before they go bad. So we love chicken livers. I know that there's a lot of people that don't, but not beef livers, but chicken livers. And so I'm going to fix these for you today and show you how to fix them. The first thing I've done is I've got about 1/3 of a cup of canola oil in my frying pan, and this is on my New Wave Precision Induction Cooktop. It's on medium heat. I've got a 1/2 stick of margarine here. I'm going to put that in with the oil and let that melt. And while I'm talking to you this morning, for those of you that have been wondering how my health is, I went to the doctor yesterday and it wasn't good news. So I'm kind of scared, and there's a lot that's got to be changed. I'm giving myself until Monday, so I've got a lot of y'all's recipes that I've got to fix. My sugar diabetes is pretty bad. On the A1C, it was 8.3, which means that my blood sugar is averaging 200 all the time, which isn't good. If it gets, no, I'm sorry, it was 8.7. It was 8.3 last time. It was 8.7 this time. So if it gets up to 9, I'm going to have to go on insulin. And my doctor had a diabetics counselor come in and talk to me yesterday. And now I really get the gist of the carbohydrates. If you're diabetic, carbohydrates are the worst thing that you can have. You can have meats and proteins. So I can have any meat and eggs, and I'm not sure, I'm going to have to look on the paper to see what else. I can have meat, fish, anything like that is not a carbohydrate. But you can't live off of just those. You've got to have fresh vegetables or frozen vegetables. Canned vegetables, as I already knew, canned vegetables are full of sodium. You can rinse your canned vegetables off, but they're still, they're full of sodium. So not only that, alright, I'm going to go in and put these onions in. I've got 1 large onion diced up, and they're going to go in here with these. And not only was my sugar up, but my blood pressure was kind of sky high. It was 173 over 102. So she's changing medications. The memory loss that I'm having could be from my sugar diabetes. We don't know. There's just a lot of things, and I have to change a lot of things, and it's not something that I want to do. It's something that I've got to do. So I still want you to continue sending in your recipes to me. I'm still very excited about that. I'm going to turn my New Wave up to 375, which is medium high. I'm just not going to be able to eat a lot of sweets anymore. I'm going to have fresh vegetables and meat. So the best thing that y'all can send in to me is recipes for nutritious vegetables, nutritious meats. If any of you have sugar diabetes or diabetic and you want to write to me and send me some tips, you can send them to foodprepping@gmail.com. I welcome anything, because this is really scaring me. I had a really bad day yesterday. I cried and cried and cried because my blood pressure hasn't been that high since I first found out that I had high blood pressure. and my sugar has never been this high. So I don't know what's going on there. But I guess I'm eating too much carbohydrates, because the other things, the meat and the protein, that doesn't mess with your sugar, but carbohydrates do. And carbohydrates is everything. Everything you eat is carbohydrates, but meats and proteins. So, potatoes, which I don't eat a lot of bread. That's not one of my things. But anyway, we're going to go on to this. I'm going to get off of me. I'm fixing chicken livers today. And here's the chicken livers. We love chicken livers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, let's see, probably a good 2 teaspoons of salt in my bowl of flour. I just put some all-purpose flour in this bowl. And I'm going to put coarse ground pepper in it as well. And that's probably going to be about 1.5 teaspoons of coarse ground pepper. Alright, now I'm going to put the lid on this and shake it up so all this gets mixed together. This is just, for me, this is just the easiest way, is to just put all this stuff in a bowl, put the lid on the bowl, and shake it up. Alright, see, everything's shaken up now. It's all mixed in. And I want to try to let you see. With chicken livers, you do have to have pretty much a lot of oil, because chicken livers will eat up the oil, or I've got margarine in here. If you put butter in here, it's going to eat it up. So I'm going to go on and margarine or butter. So I'm going to go on and drop my chicken livers into this flour. Let me see. I want y'all to be able to see this. So I think you... Alright, I'm going to drop my chicken livers into the flour here. And the onions, I could not eat chicken livers. They're supposed to be good for you. I haven't looked that up recently. It could have changed between the last time. I haven't fixed chicken livers in years. So, at least 5 years, because I've been over where I live for 5 years and I hadn't fixed them over here. So, alright, now they're in the bowl with the flour. I'm going to put the lid on. Alright, and I'm just going to shake these livers and get them all coated in the flour while these onions are getting tender and taking on the oil is taking on the flavor of the onions. It's just, livers and onions are really good. Like I said, it's got to be chicken livers. Can't be beef livers. It's a total difference there. Alright. And I'm just laying these on top of the onions. And once I get them all in here, I'll bring you back and show you what they look like. Okay, I wanted to bring you back and show you. They're in the pan now frying. They're in about 1/3 cup of canola oil and 1/2 stick of margarine. I use margarine. You can use butter if you want to. These are floured. There's onions under them, and I'll be turning them, and the onions will get crispy, and oh, they're just so good. And this is chicken livers, and so I'll bring you back when these get done, and I'll let you see what they look like, and I'll be back. Okay, here's the finished chicken livers. I've got them on a plate, and I'm going to fix my plate in just a minute, and I will bring you back when I get that done. Okay, here's my plate. My chicken livers have no carbohydrates. The canola oil has no carbohydrates. I didn't look up the onions, but they were fresh onions, so I'm not sure. I know the flour that I put on the chicken liver has carbohydrates. The corn is carbohydrates. The mashed potatoes is carbohydrates. So I'm just really going to have to watch everything that I eat, but that does not mean that I want y'all to stop sending in your recipes, because it's me that has sugar diabetes. It's not y'all, and I want to be able to cook for y'all, and I want to continue getting your recipes. And this is what's upset me really bad, is that I can take a bite of everything that y'all send to me, and I will. And there will be some things, the meats, any kind of meat, chicken, any kind of chicken dish, beef, shrimp, anything that you send me with meats, I'll be able to eat. And then you still can send me in dishes that are healthy vegetable dishes, healthy fruit dishes. I don't want y'all to do that, because I'm having so much fun with this recipe thing, and I've got so many recipes that I've still got to do. Like I said, this one I had to do today because I had gotten chicken livers for my daughter and I, and so I fixed them. And here's one. You can see it's got little brown in it, specks all in it, and that's the onions. That's what I like. I fry the onions on the bottom, put the chicken livers on the top, so that it's in with the onions are in with the chicken livers. All right, so I'm going to take a bite. Anybody that doesn't like chicken livers has got to try them. At least try them this way with the onions. They are so good. I love chicken livers. So please consider doing this recipe. You can get a whole thing of, that whole thing of chicken livers was $1.49. And it's enough to feed 3 people. So if it's just 2 of you, that's a really good serving for $1.49. And liver is supposed to be good for you. So if you like this recipe, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends on Facebook, on Twitter, on Pinterest, and you have a good day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.